Hey fellow tennis nerds, welcome to this Yonex Fusion Rev 4 clay court shoe review. This is a shoe I've used here in Spain for 5-6 weeks-ish. These shoes are especially made for clay and they have some kind of interesting patterns underneath. Some of you might like camo style designs, then you'll love this, but it's also an interesting pattern in the way that it should help sliding. Some might say it doesn't work so well for sliding. I think it definitely helps sliding a bit more. I'm not a great slider. I'm not Sliderman. I struggle sometimes with getting that movement on clay. It's something I'm working on. Growing up in Sweden, you play mainly indoors and you play sometimes on another type of clay in the summer, which is a lot different in terms of how much you can slide on it. The Spanish clay is definitely made a lot more for sliding, and these shoes work well. They're kind of a balanced shoe. It's not too heavy, not too light. Pretty stable, very easy to get into, nice snug fit. Solid shoe. My knees usually complain if I have a shoe that doesn't give me enough dampening, and they haven't complained much with this shoe. So that's a good sign. Definitely a shoe I will keep on using on clay. I really like it. The Fusion Rev 4 has a pretty funky look. I think it's a Tennis Warehouse exclusive as far as I know. If you like it, you have to check it out there. I'll put a link in the description to get these shoes. They feel light enough for me to move fast, and I don't have my toes jammed, or I don't have any problems with my heel being, too tight. There are all these issues that can pop up with other shoes, and that don't happen with these shoes. It's not going to be the fastest, not going to be the most stable shoe ever, but kind of in a mid-line clay court shoe. Look like this. I got a lot of comments about these shoes actually. Some find them to be super cool looking, especially younger players. Like the design, obviously with the camo tread pattern down here. Power cushion, all these technology terms I try to avoid because I think a lot of it is marketing. Kind of like a half sock shoe, but nothing difficult to get into, which I appreciate. I don't like these tricky socks that you have to tread into. This one is easy. Stable, but as I said, not a heavy shoe. You feel pretty low to the ground. Durability, I saw a review that complained about durability. With my usage so far, there are no issues in terms of durability. It definitely seems to hold up well, but obviously we use shoes differently, so that might happen to some players that you don't feel that the shoes last, or maybe you have a typical breakage points on the shoes when you play because you move in certain patterns. So that happens, of course, but overall, this is a shoe I really like and I will keep using for clay. I think if you have really bad knees, you might want even more dampening, but these are pretty good, I would say. The thing is that they do seem with their design to soak up some clay. Like there are plenty of holes and rubberized parts on the shoe, maybe for some reason, but it does seem to get clay stuck on it. So you might need to wash them from time to time to get all the clay off. It's not enough to brush it away because it really gets stuck on it. Solid shoe, funky look, and something I'll keep using. Sturdy enough, they feel fast enough, quite low to the ground, easy to get into, snug fit, no issues at all with any part of my foot that doesn't feel comfortable in the shoe, and that's really what I'm looking for. And I feel pretty fast in them, which is rare. So yeah, thumbs up for the Yonex Fusion Rev 4 shoe. Great for clay. Check it out if you're in the need of a good clay court shoe. That's all for this review. I hope you found it useful. If you need advice about rackets and strings, check out my online course, The Road to the Right Racket. Loads of videos, ebook, everything to help guide you and help you understand more about tennis rackets and strings, and then recommendations for each level and style of play. So hopefully you can find something useful there. Thanks for the positive feedback I've received so far. That's all for now. Have a nice day, and don't forget to play some tennis.